is up, time's at hand.
Hi, I'm Wade Spencer. I'm an avid outdoorsman who travels the country hunting, fishing, and singing. And this is my show,
On
Life's Highway.
Give me a gun with no bullets to shoot a squirrel.
There is hope with every turn.
If you love the great outdoors and some good gospel music, then friend, you've come to the right place. Come and join me now as we travel down
Life's highway.
Hey, we're out in Colorado going to do some elk hunting on just a small piece of private property. I turkey hunted on this property back in the spring, and there's a lot of elk here actually on this property.
Got a longing in
So
my
let's see what happens.
soul. Sometimes I can't let go of the thoughts inside my head. They keep playing over again, thinking about a better place. Set aside sweet resting place.
Hey, I'm out in the Rocky Mountains again, chasing those wild elk. They're tough. But anyway, we're out here. I'm out here with my nephew Matt, and I'm gonna try to call him one in. Not this evening. We're hunting on a little private property tonight and last night. It's really, really hot. I mean hot. So I don't think it's going to work out, but we don't know for sure. So we're going to go up. Fred called today and said, hey, he's at his ranch now up north in the mountains. And so he said, get up here. It's 25 degrees cooler over here. And so I think we're going to do that. But I'm going to try to spend 3 or 4 days with Matt and try to call him in a bull. I'd much rather see him get one than myself. I've got 6 bulls with a bow. And then I can hunt another 10 days after he goes home. Anyway, I love it out here in the west. Just met an old neighbor man here, Brother Jerry. I asked him if he's a Christian. He said, yes, I am. He's an old preacher. And man, it's just awesome to meet an old cowboy. I mean, an old cowboy. You know, I have my horses and cowboy hats. I love to be a cowboy a week or 2 out of the year out here in the west. You've seen me on my horses out here a lot. I'm talking about a real cowboy. He came and talked to us for probably 45 minutes to an hour. It was really a great visit. Never met him before. And he watches this big ranch here close to where we're at. But anyway, we're going to sit here this evening. Hopefully we're going to see something. But we have not seen elk yet. We've seen mule deer like crazy. We've seen 2 bear a while ago. Turkeys, Merriam turkeys. But anyway, Matt's down there on the other end of the property. Beautiful place here. We love it here. We're really enjoying it. It's only my second time here on this piece of property. Our Orlando allowed us to come here, and we appreciate that. We really do. All right, I'm going to get back to the hunt.
I've got some water. I've got your camera. I've got a rangefinder and my release. What else do I need to take?
A lot of nerve.
I got that. It's already here.
Nerve and stamina, Matt. Nerve and stamina.
That's what I was built for, Wade.
Is this your first hunt in the Big West,
Yep,
the Wild
this is
West?
This is it. We're going.
Yes, sir. We're going to get it done, hopefully.
I walked over there and I counted 79 elk laying on the side of that hill. And a lot of bulls in there.
79.
Yep.
And they still had their antlers?
Yep.
Wow. Matt, this is where I killed my big bull 4 years ago, my big 345.
Right here?
Right where we're going, exactly. I'm going to put you right up. We're going to sit down at the same tree. And I'm going to try to call you a bull in.
So when Wade killed his elk, you walked to the cabin 4 times from here. Yep, while Wade sat back there and ate a peanut butter sandwich.
Wasn't quite that way, guys.
No, he was caping it out. I walked back down the course.
I said, what do you think, Fred? He said, I'm flatly ruined.
They just, the thermals, right before dark, the temperature going fluctuates, so it causes the wind to swirl. And then about the last hour, probably not even the last hour, they just come down slow.
You actually have less than an hour.
Yeah.
Here we are. Elk hunting, hurry up and wait. Matt, are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. I'm just ready to do it.
not nervous. I really am not.
Did it make you nervous when them bulls started bugling?
Not a bit.
It does me. It makes my heart start pumping.
Because the pressure's on you, not me, to get this.
No, the pressure is on you. You're the one who has to do the shoot.
I'll make the shot.
Oh, I know you can make the shot. I seen that the other day.
Let me sing a song I've always loved. I recorded this video at the Shawshank Prison here in Mansfield, Ohio. I think you'll enjoy this.
The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest, and I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend do my request. Let him sing me back home with a song I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning, a choir from off the streets came in to sing a few old gospel songs, and I heard him tell the singers, there's a song my mama sang. Could I hear it once before you move along? Sing me back home with a song I used to hear, and make my old memories come alive, and take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. Sing me back home before I die.
More steady that way.
You gotta be tough, man. And that's something I'm not, is tough.
I don't know. He had a
I tell you what, this is a tough elk hunt. Let me go back and get some footage and show you where I killed a 345-inch 7x7 bull in this exact spot 4 years before. And I think you'll enjoy this.
Still not great.
After the shot, I could see this bull standing down in the woods about 90 yards away, so we didn't go look for him till the next morning.
Fred, you told me he was a monster. What do you think?
I think he's better than what you thought, isn't he?
Oh my goodness, yes. I didn't have time to look at him that good.
Fred walked 2 miles back to the cabin and got a horse while I caped the elk out because I had it mounted. And here we are taking it out of the woods. It was a job, but we loved every minute of it.
This is what's about, ain't it?
Yeah, baby.
Man, I love those aspens this time of year when they have that gold glow to them. Absolutely beautiful. Here's one of my favorite songs, written by my good friend Randy Swift. What a great song, what a great writer, what a great guy. Here's Randy's song called Thomas.
Thomas has a new love in his life. It's not a possession or a wife. Thomas said he heard a higher call. It was something spiritual. He ain't been around in a week or two. Nobody's seen Thomas since they crucified the Jew. They say Thomas hid inside a shell, and he's building walls into a prison cell. Thomas doubts he'll ever love again. He says he just can't stand to love and lose a friend. He says it leaves an awful hole that reaches down into your very soul. Thomas is a man not big on words, believes in what he sees, not what he's heard. Till Jesus said, come put your hand in mine and see the scars that my love left behind. He got some hands-on experience that was unlike anything he'd known before. He got some hands-on experience when he reached out and touched the one he loved so much that he got some hands-on experience that was unlike anything reached out and touched the one he loved so much that day. Hands-on experience,
Well, Matt and I are still after them. It's been a pretty tough hunt. It's just too warm. But we haven't given up.
this morning she turned 82, and death lingers near. In room 23, down the hall, it's been her home for years. But death ain't no big bridge to cross, just the gateway to her home. With her final breath she whispers, "Glory land, hold on. Glory land, hold on. You've got a traveler coming home. I've waited for so long to be there. I'll gladly lay this body down for a mansion, robe, and crown. 'Cause there really is a home where old folks go. Walls are jasper, the streets are gold. Loved ones wait upon its shore. Glory land, hold on a little more. Glory land, hold on a little more. He's rolled down that sidewalk at least 1,000 times. For 30 years in a wheelchair, he's watched his world go by. But a brand new feeling surrounds him today as he drifts off to sleep. When he wakes up, the sidewalk will be gold. He'll be standing on his new feet. Glory land, hold on. You've got a traveler coming home. I've waited for so long to be there. I'll gladly lay this body down for a mansion, robe, and crown. 'Cause there really is a home where old folks go. there really is a home where old folks go.
Okay, Fred and I are going to go over to a different area about, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles away. We've hunted this area before. I'm going to give it a try. We have encountered some bulls over here in the past, so let's see what happens.
You see patches of them? That's where they'll kind of hang out in bed during the day.
Okay.
And then they'll meander down that ridge. And they'll go out in that bald spot and graze a while. Then when they get tired over there, they'll just come down through that open spot all the way down and cross the valley, come up over on this other side and just go that way.
Okay. When you're making calls to elk, you've got to conceal yourself. That's the reason I'm always sitting or standing right up against a tree or behind a little brushy stuff. Because they can come in and look around and you never even knew they were there and spot you real easy. Boy, when you're hunting in the Rocky Mountains, you never know what the weather's going to do, and it's starting to get nasty here. So we're putting on some extra jackets. You never go elk hunting out in the mountains without an umbrella or poncho or some good clothes that can handle some rain.
This woods has got a lot of rubs in it in this area.
Hello, my name is Tommy Dove. I'm from Beckley, West Virginia. I'm a former coal miner. I was in the mines for 12 years. I was on mine rescue for 11 of them. Wade asked me if I would tell my testimony, so here I am. I was in the coal mines one night, and God had been working with me. And I was a guy that was I'm a regular person, and I was rotten to the core. I will say that. And I was a guy that thought that God could never use me for nothing. I was the guy that I said if I walked into church would follow me, and I'm that guy. But one night I was in the coal mines, and we was about 7 miles underground, and a couple guys was together, and we was telling dirty jokes to one another, and we were laughing and cracking up. Well, come to my turn, and a guy walked over. He was new on the section, on the crew, and I told a dirty joke, and he turned around and he walked off. And a couple of the guys called me crazy for doing so because the guy was a Christian. And so I went over and talked to him, and he was knelt down, and I'll never forget. He was working on the mining table underground, and he asked me. First, we told each other's name, and then I told him I was sorry for disrespecting him the way that I did, telling the dirty joke, he looked up at me, Thomas to be, and he said, son, if you can die with it, I can too. And that really hit home to me, because I thought about it. I was 7 miles underground. If something happened that day and I did die where I was going, and God had been working with me, he had already been, and I didn't even know it, but he was up to something. And God was ready for me to come to God's house. So I went home that night, and my wife was in bed. We was on evening shift, and I told her that we was going to church the next day. And she thought I was crazy and told me that we probably wouldn't. So the next morning I woke up, and it was on Mother's Day. And we woke up, and I got everything together, and I got in the shower, and I got dressed and ready to go to church. And my wife still thought I was crazy, but here it is years later, and I'm still in God's house serving the Lord. And the man that witnessed to me that night, he was in the Upper Big Branch explosion that killed 29 coal miners. And he can no longer witness about God, that he took the time that he stood and he witnessed to the Lord. And he witnessed for the Lord, and now he can. So what I'm saying is, if you have a chance to witness for God, that we need to do so while we have the opportunity. But that's my testimony. I hope it reaches God's hope.
And then he ran to me, took me in his arms, held my head to his chest, said, my son's come home again, lifted my face, wiped the tears from my eyes, with forgiveness in his voice. He said, son, do you know I still love you? He called me by surprise, and he brought me to my knees when God ran. There is hope with every turn, a bridge to build, a bridge to burn. Here's praying you will never go astray on life's highway. We are young, then we're old, passing through.